This is the eulogy delivered at my grandmother Ann Krum's funeral service on March 20th, 2009. Here's an epigraph. Be joyful, though you have considered the facts. Wendell Berry. Nonna, painting her way to God, for Hannah Devora. At my grandmother's bedside, my Nonna, I hold her wrinkled, ringed hands, basking in the swell of the ages, the soft whooshka, whooshka of the oxygen machine, washing over the bright room, its hushaby rhythm, more like a labored breath itself than the actual one it came to relieve, the rise and crest and sinking of a great old wave. I have come to say goodbye for the 4th, or is it the 10th time, to this dynamo, this larger-than-life life, the safekeeper of my spirit, ever peace and poise in a storm. I knew a woman, upright and proud, who strode purposefully out of an immigrant swamp, shedding her accent at landfall. I'm an American, nothing less. She held out her hand to lead and support the others, but would not allow the muttering shawls to shame her, that clutching old world to pull her back to the boat. Sometimes we are yoked to our terrible losses and tow them behind us, great weights at the end of a long chain. I am broken, make me whole, they rattle to anyone who will listen, anyone who might take the blame. But though they are like family to us, we must bid our losses farewell as we open our cracked hearts to once again let in the sun. Ah, but come closer. Look, here is a life that transcended the deprivation. Here is a life of simple gratitude, a life that inspired, a life that mattered. O throbbing world, too often same and sad, though we slog and thrash through the livelong day, seeing only through the lens of our own desires, we sing our words and wounds into the craters of our flown faith. Still, we hope. Still, we believe in mercy to come, in a love to return, and some, among us for a time, are here to remind that love never left, but which, like the bread that builds and sustains us, we must shape and make anew each day. Never a whiner, Nonna understood, and by her very bearing instructed that we are the artists of our own happiness, a legacy if ever there was one. Once, she wrote me, we had real hard rain all day. For me, nonetheless, the sun shone. Hopefully tomorrow will also be a sunny day, come rain or shine. I want to paint this, she'd say, as her days unspun, increasingly her mantra. Not much time left now to heal and finish this imperfect world. Tikkun olam. Have I painted everything I have to paint? She asked me. Did anything fall on the floor? In her studio, transfixed and outside the perils of time, she is painting her way through the veil of life as it seems, now no longer needing the black and white, which for a time was all she could see, until she saw through. These past weeks, the bristles of her brush, now openly, madly twirling into the orange and red and yellow colors, splashing onto the canvas that secret ferocity we somehow suspected crouched behind all of her green leaves, green plants, green grass, behind her patiently made-up face by which she faced each day, she whom the beholders beheld. This is what it took to rise above the shtetl soup pot, this simmer of discontent, distilling a world of loss down to its essential grace by fire and will alone. This she came to teach us, how one breaks the chain, how one, no matter how fettered, gets out, moves on. Now, at last, she dips her hot brush to water, quenching a centenarian's thirst, sinking it into a cerulean sea, a place she has earned. I want to paint this truth and everything else she saw, which like herself could just be still, just be. A masterpiece created in the image, offering praise back to God, canvas by canvas, in these fewest of words, beauty, oh beauty. Finally, returning to its one true place in the memory of all things, the memory of what we know and shall carry forth from this day.